called in some help?
From whom?
Enough!
Infinity. You know I can end you with the snap of my fingers.
Imagine a multiverse without the Watcher. No guidance, no oversight, and no one to protect the fragile balance of infinite realities. What happens when the one who sees all disappears? In this episode of What If, the unthinkable happens, and the multiverse faces its greatest threat yet. Betrayals, reunions, and impossible alliances unfold. Will Captain Carter and her team succeed, or are we witnessing the end of everything? Stick around, because this breakdown will leave you questioning everything you know about the Marvel Multiverse. Marvel fans, welcome back. Today, we're breaking down What If. The Watcher disappeared, the penultimate episode of Season 3, and let me tell you, this one is a game changer. Not only does it set up a monumental finale, but it's also packed with fan-favorite returns, shocking twists, and moments that'll leave you reeling. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's unravel the chaos of Episode 7 together. Before we dive into Episode 7, let's rewind to where we left off. In Episode 6, we witnessed the Watcher, typically the invincible narrator of the multiverse, face his greatest threat yet, the Eminence. Not only was he physically overpowered and pushed into the multi-dimensional wall, but shards of the observational plane, the very fabric that holds the multiverse together, were scattered across space and time. This setup was the perfect catalyst for Episode 7. With the Watcher incapacitated, Captain Carter steps up to lead the rescue mission. And honestly, seeing Haley Atwell back in action as Peggy Carter is always a win for fans. But the stakes? Oh, they've never been higher. The Dream Team. This episode isn't just about rescuing the Watcher. It's about showcasing one of the most diverse and exciting teams in the What If series. Captain Carter is the heart and strategist, Birdie Duck brings a mix of humor and surprising ingenuity, Kahori provides ancient wisdom and emotional depth, and Storm as the goddess of thunder, absolute perfection. The addition of Nebula, still every bit the unpredictable wildcard, adds even more tension to the mix. And let's talk about Birdie Duck. Voiced by Natasha Lyonne, she's easily one of the breakout characters this season. Between her sarcastic quips and her incredible chemistry with Kahori and Storm, Birdie steals almost every scene she's in. Marvel, if you're listening, make Birdie a live-action character. We're begging you. Battling the Cosmic Squid. The episode kicks off with a bang as Captain Carter's team arrives on Xandar, where the Nova Corps is locked in a losing battle against a cosmic squid monster. This creature isn't just your average kaiju, it's devouring entire star systems. Enter Storm, who lights up the sky with a thunderstorm so intense it's practically an apocalypse in itself. Watching her wield Mjolnir is a visual feast that'll have fans cheering. Meanwhile, Birdie and Kahori bring their own unique flair to the battle. Kahori's ability to manipulate energy adds a mystical edge, while Birdie, well, let's just say she has a way of thinking outside the box. Together, they take down the monster in one of the most visually stunning sequences of the season. Discovering the shards. After the battle, the team discovers shards from the observational plane. These fragments are the key to finding the Watcher, but they also serve as a warning. Kahori is the first to connect the dots. The Watcher isn't just missing, he's been taken. And by whom? None other than the Eminence, who's determined to watch the Watchers. This ominous new villain introduces a whole new layer of multiversal politics and stakes. The Eminence has imprisoned the Watcher, claiming he's broken his oath one too many times. But it's not just the Watcher at risk. The Eminence has vowed to destroy anyone who dares to interfere, which puts our team directly in his crosshairs. Building the portal. Back on their ship, the team faces the daunting challenge of accessing the fifth dimension. Their first few attempts? Total failures. Even Storm's god-tier powers can't crack the dimensional barrier. And just when it seems like hope is slipping away, Kahori proposes the ultimate Hail Mary, recruiting Infinity Ultron. Yeah, you heard me. The the same Ultron who nearly wiped out all existence in Season 1. It's a controversial move, but it's the only viable option. The team is split on the decision, and honestly, so are we as viewers. Can you really trust a being whose sole purpose was to destroy life as we know it? Infinity Ultron returns. The scenes with Infinity Ultron are some of the most haunting yet. We find him alone in a dead universe, reflecting on the futility of his existence. Captain Carter approaches him with a mix of caution and resolve, convincing him to join their cause. It's a tense negotiation that highlights Peggy's strength as a leader. But here's the kicker. Ultron uses the final shard to enhance his powers even further. Now he's arguably the most dangerous entity in the multiverse. Sure, he's agreed to help, but at what cost? This uneasy alliance adds a thrilling layer of uncertainty heading into the finale. The emotional core. Amidst all the chaos, this episode never loses sight of its emotional core. Captain Carter's reflections on her role as a leader and her fear of losing her friends ground the story in genuine heart. And the camaraderie between the team members, especially Birdie, Kahori, and Storm, reminds us why we love the MCU. These characters aren't just heroes, they're family. With Episode 7, What If, delivers one of its most ambitious and emotionally resonant episodes yet. From the high-stakes action to the character-driven moments, it's a masterclass in storytelling. But the real question remains, can Captain Carter's team rescue the Watcher and stop the Eminence? And what role will Infinity Ultron play in the finale? We'll have to wait and see, but one thing's for sure, Marvel has us hooked.